Alright, what's going on YouTube? Welcome back to another video. In this one, I'm going to be talking about something I saw on Twitter the other day. This happened a few days ago, I guess. And I just saw it recently. And I immediately knew I wanted to make a video about it because if this doesn't sum up female nature, I don't know what does, man. I don't know what does. So we're gonna be taking a look at a screenshot of a text message conversation between this girl and this guy, right? So I'm gonna pop that on the screen, and let's take a look at this. So this girl starts off saying, "I only friend zone you because you're too perfect." Oh boy, here we go. You already know this is gonna be good, right? So then the guy responds, "That makes no sense." And you're right, bro. That don't make any sense. Let's keep reading. She says, You'd make a better husband than boyfriend, and I wanted to keep you around until the time was right. If we ever dated and broke up, I'd hate to lose you forever." Oh boy. And she says, "All girls keep the good ones around until the time is right." Wow. I don't even know where to begin with this one. Uh, let's let's dissect this. All right, so let's go back to the beginning. She said, "I only friend zone you because you're too perfect." All right. First of all, this is BS, right? Here's the thing. Here's what I've noticed, right? Is that women, they can never just be like straightforward and truthful, right? You know, I'd much rather, you know, hear a woman say, "Oh, I'm not interested," and then, you just move on, right? It's not that difficult, but it's like their brains just don't work like that, right? Now, I don't understand it. It's just like one time in high school, right? There's this girl who was interested in me that I wasn't interested in her. She actually asked me out. I wasn't interested. But here's the crazy thing, right? You know what I did? All right, I said no. No, thank you. And then guess what? We were cool after that, and nothing bad happened. It was just that simple. Life went on. You know, we were cool. We were cordial. Right? No hard feelings. But it's like women that like that's like impossible for them. They can't just say I'm not interested. They gotta sell you a dream. That's what this is, right? This is a woman, trying to sell this guy a dream, right? She starts off by giving him this like backwards compliment. It sounds like a compliment, right? Like at face value, it's like, "Oh, you're too perfect." But in all actuality, that's actually an insult. It really is. You know, I only friend zoned you because you're too perfect. You know, and the guy's like, "That makes no sense, of course." And then she says, "You'd make a better husband than boyfriend." Like, what? How does that work, right? And she says, "I want to keep you around until the time was right." Again, more BS, more selling of dreams, right? She's she's giving like this hope, like eventually, something could happen between us. What does this mean, right? You know, you'd make a better husband than boyfriend. Well, before I decided to take the red pill, this would have just, confused me, right? It's been like, well, what does that mean? I probably would have been over there like, "Oh, well, okay, well, I have a chance then. I just gotta, wait around and I'll just sit here, be nice to you, and then eventually, you'll fall for me and all this garbage, right? But now I know better, right? Now I know what's up, right? So what does this really mean? You make a better husband than a boyfriend. Again, this is like weird, like almost like a compliment, but then it's really an insult. Because here's what that actually means. That means, well, for one, we know it means like she ain't into you like that, right? What this means is when she says you make a better husband is you're like a safety net, right? You're her last resort. When she needs that security and that safety, right? But right now, no, 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 not right now. Right now, she wants a boyfriend, and the boyfriend is Chad and Tyrone, right? The dude that's who she really wants, right? That's who she wants to be with. That's who she desires. She doesn't desire this guy, right? Not really. I mean, she could desire him later, as the husband, for his resources, right? His money, his time, all this and that later on. After after she hits the wall, she spent the last decade, getting ran through by Chad and Tyrone. That's when the husband, quote unquote, comes into the picture. So that's all that means, you know. And she even says, "I want to keep you around until the time is right." I mean, that's what that means. The time is right after she's hit the wall, and she, you know, she wants to settle down and you know and get wifed up at that point, right? I realize what's going on now. So I ain't gonna fall for that one. Not anymore. Not anymore. You know, years ago, yeah, maybe I would have, but now, now that I know what's going on, nope, you ain't gonna get me like that. So anyway, then she said, if we ever dated and broke up, I'd hate to lose you for whatever. And then she says, all girls keep the good ones around until the time is right. So just more of the same, right? He's saying again the same thing, right? It sounds like a compliment. We keep the good ones around, because you're good, right? This is why I realized I need to be done with this whole being nice thing, because this is this is what's in store for being nice. You're gonna get you'll get the girl eventually. After she you know used up and ran through, right? But I know better now. I know better than that. I know the game. You know, I understand it now. You know, so I don't know, man. There's one other thing I wanted to show because obviously this was on Twitter, like I said. And when you have a tweet like this, obviously you have people replying. And so there's these other girls in the comments, sharing the same sentiment, right? So I'm gonna put on the screen, a reply, right? So let's take a look at that, and then we'll wrap up the video, right? So this girl in the comment says, it's like she just phrased it incorrectly. Of course, I don't know the whole situation, but like usually if a guy treats a girl right, sometimes she's like, well, damn, like I'm not in the right space for this right now, and his friendship and proximity mean a lot to me. All right, so we got to dissect this one too, right? Um, Usually, if a guy treats a girl right, sometimes she's like, I'm not in the right space for this right now. Again, What does that mean? Not in the right space. Well, it means she's in her hoe phase. you know, that's all that means. She's not trying to, you know, get wifed up right now. Right? She doesn't want a husband right now. You know, that's what the good guy is for later when she wants a husband, right? Then she says, and his friendship and proximity mean a lot to me. Okay, what does that mean? That his friendship and proximity, that's synonymous for his attention, right? That's what means a lot to her. Not his friendship and proximity. That just means his attention. The attention that this dude gives her. You know, she ain't into him like that, but she likes the attention. Females like ego boosts. You know, it's like a drug, man. It really is. Attention is like a drug for females, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. So, I mean, clearly, this mentality, it's a shared sentiment, right? And then I just got to throw up this reply from this guy, this king right here. Let me put that on the screen. So he says, so you're not in the right space of mind to be treated right. you know, good point, man. Good point. Like, and here's what I've learned, man. These females, right? They don't want to be treated right. They say they do, man, but in reality, it's not really what they actually want. You know, it's really not. And I have a whole nother video I'm gonna do about this topic, but what a female wants and what she says she wants, two totally completely different things. You know, what a female says and what she does, two completely different things. But anyway, that's for another video. But I just wanted to share my thoughts because as I go on this red pill journey of mine, I'm gonna be looking at situations like these and just trying to analyze them and figure out what I need to do different, and learn from it. So, what did I learn from seeing this? Looking through a red pill lens now. What did I gather from this? And that is simply, being the good guy, being the nice guy. That ain't gonna get me anywhere, man. Now, I'm not saying you gotta go out here and be a douchebag, right? I'm not gonna turn into that, right? Could still be. I mean, I was raised to be, have morals, to be respectful. I could still do that, but just being the good guy, the nice guy. What is it really gonna get me? If I didn't know any better, like I do now, it would get me some used up, 304, that'd probably wife up later on, and be her husband, but not the boyfriend she wanted back in the day. But like I said, I know better now. So that's what I've learned. So that's what I've got to change going forward. Just stop being so good, right? Not being a douche. Just stop being so nice. So anyway, man, like I said, I'm on a journey, man. It's gonna take some time, but this is one thing I'm gonna, incorporate. You know, just change my mindset a little bit. Not completely like get away from how I was raised in the sense of being respectful. You could still have manners, be respectful. But there's a difference between that and being a doormat and just, putting everyone else's needs and stuff, before your own. That's essentially what being the good guy is, you know. When the reality in this world, man, you really can't do that. You can be selfless to a degree, but too much, it'll get you screwed over, man. So anyway, that's what I've learned. This video's gone on long enough, man. I'm gonna end it here. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. If you enjoy the content, please leave a like, and I will catch you guys in the next video, man. Peace.